To make it 16 wins in a row, top 25 matchup. We're underway in South Bend, and it's Cal that starts with the basketball.
Cal's got to move it. They can't turn it over. They have to make Notre Dame take it out of the net so they can set their defense. Notre Dame's points per possession, one of the best in the country in transition.
Marta Suarez. And now Kayla Williams tangled up with Hidalgo. It'll stay Cal's ball with a fresh 20.
I mean, don't even fool around with dribbling the ball in front of Hannah Hidalgo right now. She's 4th in the nation in steals. Last year, she led the country in that category, better than 4 a game.
Averages 4 steals per game, like you said, and right on cue, Lulu Twidale opens the scoring with a triple.
And before the game, Jay, I told you I think they need to make 14. That's my number. If Cal can make 14, I think they have a chance.
Take a look at the Notre Dame starting 5. You mentioned Hidalgo and Miles, but they've got such depth, such quality. Big reason why they are undefeated in ACC play, 11-0. Miles rejected on her way to the rim. Great defense by Michelle Onia, and they'll let the threes fly. They are not shy, this Cal Golden Bears team. Twidale's got that automatic green light. Take a look at the Golden Bears starting 5. And Twidale, she was 1 for 10 from 3 on Thursday in the loss to Louisville. Really good to see the sophomore knock down her first look.
She can fill it up. She has some of the best footwork for a 3-point shooter. She already has the single season record for 3-point makes. 1 today here. She breaks her own record. You got to turn the corner, looking to attack to set up your 3-point shooting against Notre Dame. Get in the paint and spray it.
3 seconds to shoot. Trimmy tried it off the window, no good. Marta Suarez couldn't clean up the spill, still battling for it underneath. Ripped away by Citron. Westbelt triggers a 3. Got it!
That's the Fighting Irish game right there. Off the glass. Their habits are outstanding. They run hard, they run wide every time. It's one thing Niele Ivey doesn't have to worry about with her team on the offensive end.
Suarez, tough take, splits 2, and a nice finish at the rim.
That's a really good set by Charmin Smith, the head coach, because you got Cremili in the corner, Citron helping off. If that roll isn't open, the 3's open in the corner. It's very well designed.
Here's Hidalgo. Always in attack mode. Good defense, Michelle Onia. Kept alive by Miles. Hidalgo hits it from the corner.
Hidalgo off the side of the backboard, doesn't phase her, right? On to the next play. That's the one thing that's so resilient about the way she and Miles play.
Westbelt from the same spot. This time can't connect.
Suarez is one tough competitor. Number 7 in pink for the Cal Bears. She can fill it up, and she isn't worried about the next play either.
Onia through contact puts it up and in. Cal back in front.
Charmin Smith knows what she's doing. This is the best season she's had at Cal. She's been fantastic this year. She has her team ranked number 21 in the country, and they definitely have an identity about the way they play.
And she told us a lot of people will tell their teams, act like you've been there before. She goes, we haven't been here before, and that's okay. We got to enjoy moments like this going against the number 3 team in the country on the road, trying to hand them their first ACC loss. There's Cal head coach Charmin.
Because it's entertaining. It's what gives them an opportunity here today because of their personnel.
Exactly. If they were more of a, okay, we're going to grind it out defensively, play in the 60s, you can't really do that against this Notre Dame team. But if you want to try and outscore them, if you knock down shots, you'll always have a chance.
You got to outscore them. You can't
Easier
stop
said than done.
You got to stack plays together.
Good pass from Williams. Onia tangled up. That's a jump ball.
Now that's a jump ball.
The one thing that Cal has struggled with this season is transitioning to playing games regularly in Eastern time zone. 1 and 3 Eastern time zone games, 18-2 when they're not playing on the Eastern time zone.
But they've hired a sleep consultant, someone from NASA that has worked with astronauts before. It's about limiting their blue light time and mandatory naps. Sounds like you're sort of treating them like little kids, like I would treat my own children, but it's really important that they have, through study, have learned that this is the best way for their athletes to perform. I admire her for doing it. I think it's brilliant.
You know, with a 15-month-old, it's mandatory nap time in the Alter house.
You know what I'm talking about.
Sharman Smith calling the officials over discrepancy with the shot clock after the jump ball.
Well, there's a change of possession. We're going to look at it when we come back.
A good one so far. Top 25 battle at South Bend.
Shot clock will reset to 17. 17 seconds to be given to California. Baseline spot.
Our team breaking it down in studio. We've got a good one here. Cal
gave my salute to the statue on my way by this morning.
Love that. But Cal knows that they need to score going against the Notre Dame offense that averages 87.5 points per game. Even better if they could take it away.
They go single side and Cal stuffs it. Really good ball screen coverage.
That's a travel underneath. First turnover of the afternoon for the Golden Bears. They've got to limit turnovers. That's been their Achilles heel this season. They average 18 turnovers a game.
They are -2 in that category, and 18 is too many in the ACC. But part of it is an adjustment to playing in the ACC because of the kind of guards that play in this league and the pressure that they are under.
Offensive rebound by King keeps it alive. Here's Miles in attack mode, off the window and in with the left hand.
Unfazed by getting her shot blocked the last time. Really good take off the bounce. They're going right at that screen and roll on the single side, and they're having success. Now they're getting to the free throw line as Cal. Last time she tried to go with this right here, she got her shot blocked, but that was against Onya. This time, when you open up your shoulders like that, you do open up the opportunity to get your shot blocked, but Miles so quick going from the bounce to the glass.
And Michelle Onya steps to the line for two. California native. She is so good on the defensive end of the floor. Her offensive game has improved this season as well. One of 5 starters for this Golden Bears team that averages double figures. That balance is such a weapon for them.
This is a really well put together basketball team that's having success in their first year in the ACC. Sharman Smith, as we mentioned, her best season in her 6th year. She's got some players.
Hidalgo, so crafty, missed it, but there to clean up the spill. Leah to King. Perfect position to transfer from Pitt. Cal explosive the other way. Come up empty. Kayla Williams off the mark. Notre Dame, they can turn it into a track meet in a hurry. Lulu Twidale elects to slow it down for Cal.
Good
Here's
post
Martha
up.
Suarez on the block.
One-on-one, it's so hard to bring help to that matchup. Suarez has got to score in that one-on-one because she's surrounded by three-point shooters.
Hassan Prosper into the game for the Irish, has it here. 8 and White draws contact.
Look at Suarez right here. You got to score in that post up. Get over your left shoulder. That's how she's good. She missed the glass. It's all about where you catch the ball and reading the angle. And you see Notre Dame not bringing help to the post up.
Prosper nothing but net on the first. You know, Cal started this game in a good offensive rhythm, but they have been held to no field goals in the last 3 minutes. They've missed 4 in a row.
You have to have a secondary ball handler because you can't expect your ball handler to bring it up against Hannah Hidalgo all game. I'm not sure where Hannah is more dangerous, running offense at her or running offense away from her.
There's Jada Noble. Now Twidale kicks it out, looking for Suarez, and that's a turnover.
If you're going to turn it over against Notre Dame, though, it has to be a dead ball like that, making them inbound it so you can set your D. If you turn it over live, their team speed is too good.
Well, they turn defense into offense better than almost anybody in the country. Moving screen there, called against the Irish. Isaac Carlin.
I'm guessing they were setting up the flare and her feet were outside her shoulders, and that's why the official called the illegal screen.
Crimilly lets it fly and hits. Ioana Crimilly, a big three. Cal back within 2. Twidale and Crimilly have each knocked down a triple. That's why they call them the Splash Sisters. They're going to need to make it splash all afternoon to keep pace with the number 3 Irish.
Watch Crimilly right here, Jay. Good skip over the top. Prosper trying to help on the Suarez matchup. Crimilly's got her feet ready to go.
Nice pass and a good finish on the inside by Citron.
Really nice flex cut on the out-of-bounds play. If you're going situational offense today, Cal has to be better than Notre Dame in those moments when the ball is dead and you have ATOs or blobs or slobs.
Suarez can't connect. Here's Olivia Miles. Notre Dame goes right back inside. This time it's Koval, the freshman. You want to talk balanced scoring. Notre Dame has 18 points from 8 different scorers. And they steal it here. Westbell back rimmed it.
But Suarez got to be a little more patient on the Koval matchup right here because she can take her off the bounce. She can also score in the post up.
That rattled in and out, no good from Kayla Williams.
And that's too quick. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you have options on the floor that you can try to maximize. And that's what Notre Dame's doing on the other end with Koval.
And they're getting everything they want inside. A 6-0 mini run over the last minute and a half. Twidale right into a block. Maddie Westbell.
It's really good help right here by Westbell. Watch to turn the corner and get in the paint, and Westbell's there to help.
And outside of that deep Crimilly 3, Cal has missed 7 of their last 8 shots. This is what Notre Dame can do to you defensively. clamping down right now at the end of the first quarter. Another turnover. 2-on-1. Hidalgo leaves it off. Easy layup. Sonia Citron, and it's an 8-0 Irish run. Timeout, Cal. And this sold-out Purcell Pavilion starting to rock in South Bend in a time.
This on 4 made baskets, but Notre Dame is winning the battle inside in the paint. That's why they got to make 14 triples. You got to open up the driving lanes.
And so far they only have 2. Here's Jaden Noble. Finds Twidale for a 3. Got it!
And they're going to try a little 1-3-1 here, which is a defense that Sharman Smith likes to go to just to change it up a little. Try to break the rhythm of Notre Dame offensively. It's really hard to cover all their 3-point shooters in this defense.
Clock down to 7. Here's Hidalgo, fires a 3. Too much on it. And Cal at least closes the first quarter with a good 3 out of the timeout and a defensive stop. Notre Dame had all the momentum. Cal
Figure it out on the defensive end, and those young freshmen are getting better, and they're playing harder. They're realizing the level that it requires in the ACC.
Everybody right now chasing the Irish, and that's why scoop to the hoop, Olivia Miles.
Another really well-designed play off the timeout because Hannah Hidalgo's in the corner, so Miles goes middle ball screen, and when she turns the corner, if you pinch off the strong side, she's going to pass it for a 3. They missed Leah King. Oh, they can still get it to her, though.
Right on cue. Fouled in the double team on the block.
Anya rotates over to help out King. Wearing that face mask. Took a shot in the Louisville game last Sunday on the nose. Doesn't seem to be bothering her at all.
Couldn't knock down the jumper. Twidale picks up her dribble.
Miles doing a good job there, not getting screened. And then they switch. Right there, she gets screened. Oh boy, Sharman Smith's gonna lose her mind on this one.
Yeah, Sharman Smith cannot believe it.
Take another look at it. Dribble handoff. Oh, she moved a little bit.
And that's 2 quick fouls. 2 fouls in less than a minute in this second quarter for Michelle Onya.
She has to sit down.
Notre Dame, they've struggled, or Cal has struggled to defend Notre Dame on the inside. Now with Onya on the bench, it even becomes more difficult.
Well, it's a much smaller front line, and they've thrown 2 lobs back-to-back to score.
Lulu Twidale lays it up and in. Cal struggling to string together stops right now. Well, Notre Dame's done that to pretty much everybody, averaging just under 90 points per game. This offense is beautiful to watch. Sonia Citron knocks down the triple.
It's a shot-making machine when they are clicking. Switching some of those dribble handoffs. This is where you got to drive it to close out.
Suarez spins into a double team, kicks it to the corner.
Really good ball move at that time because they go side to side, they get a piece of the paint, they kick and attack a closeout to draw a foul. I think Suarez has got to up her game right here. She's a player for them that's very capable on this floor against the matchups that she's going to face with Notre Dame of being more effective.
Has it here, passes it off, and Premier League knocks it down. Notre Dame pushing that tempo.
boomerang pass that right back to Hidalgo and let her go one-on-one.
Shot clock down to 8. Miles. Bounce pass. Hidalgo's there.
Too easy. Too easy. Beautiful back cut. Well timed. Nice connected pass. Here's Suarez's opportunity right here. She's got a mismatch inside.
Stolen away. Citron got a piece of it, and Hidalgo trying to turn it into offense. Kick out. Here's Miles. The blow by and the finish. Notre Dame starting to separate. Up 11-4 in this second quarter. Twidale, much needed 3, goes begging. And King is fouled on the ensuing rebound.
Notre Dame has such great spacing, and when you watch the way they execute right here, you turn your head. Miles does a nice job of delivering the backdoor feed to Hannah Hidalgo. 10 assists for the Fighting Irish early on. They have done a nice job on 14 made baskets.
Yep. 8 points off turnovers.
Yeah, they're stuffing the stat sheet right now. That's why it's so important to be able to make shots to keep them out of transition.
Well, there's a reason they've won 15 in a row. They are perfect outside the Cayman Islands. They had those 2 losses right at the end of November. Outside of that, undefeated.
Prosper didn't even need to counter on that. Take a look at the Irish numbers, 15 in a row. Undefeated in league play.
And they're not just winning. Average margin of victory, 27 points per game. Playing in this league, that is tough to do. Suarez, that's what she can do. Muscles at home, Marta Suarez.
That's the toughness I'm talking about. You see her create a little separation there from Citron.
Hand off Hidalgo. Great pass. King tangled up, and a travel is the call.
See, that's what you call a coach's assist. Hidalgo didn't get the assist, but she dropped it off for a layup. Look at this wraparound. When you go back and watch film tomorrow, Coach Ivy will count it as an assist, but it won't be on the stat sheet.
Cal playing through Suarez right now. Tried to spin her way free and lost the handle. Leah King fouled. Not usually who takes it up the court for Notre Dame. Draws the foul there. And that's Suarez's second. So both Michelle Onya and Marta Suarez have 2 fouls for Cal.
Got to get more size in, and Gabrielle Abigor, number 33 in pink, 6'3" freshman.
Citron into 2, passes it off. King goes up a second time, up and in for 2. And an offensive foul, a frustration foul for Kayla Williams. As Notre Dame has grabbed control of this game midway through the second quarter.
A couple of calls that haven't gone Coach Smith's way on some illegal screens. Counters turnovers.
After a perfect 4 minutes to start this game for Cal, they've turned it over 8 times. And Notre Dame continues to capitalize. Prosper on the inside. 24 of the Irish's 37 points have come in the paint tonight. Williams high off the window, no good.
You got to make those plays. You have to make those, because here comes the Irish tilting the floor and shooting a 3 in transition.
Bounces in for Hidalgo, transition triple. Notre Dame on an 11-2 run. This is their largest lead of the game. Leah King, the rejection. Notre Dame.
She can stop leaning forward, stop tapping her foot on the floor. Nothing to worry about right now.
Well, she was tapping it in that first quarter. This was a good competitive game for the first 10 minutes, and then Notre Dame came out in this second quarter. They're shooting 73%. You blink, you're down 19. Cal has only hit 3 triples. You said the magic number was, what, 13, 14?
14. Applebaum working hard inside. Now you got to finish. All you young players, rim, body, ball. Your shoulders parallel with the backboard keeps the shot blocker from getting a piece of it. Watch right here. Great move, and then she opens up her shoulders, and her shot gets blocked.
Kate Koval, 2.2 blocks per game.
Yeah, you can't catch it any deeper than that either. And so you can't go over the top of Koval. You got to go around her.
Notre Dame as a player ranked top 20 nationally in all 5 major statistical categories. It's Koval and blocks, but points, rebounds, assists, and steals as well. This is just a team that you look at them for almost 2 quarters here, Debbie, and just the 15-game win streak. They don't appear like they have many weaknesses.
Jay, they only have 7 McDonald's All-Americans on their roster, and they all play and contribute.
Kick to the corner. And now Twidale a 3. Off the mark. Cal has lost their rhythm. Started this game strongly, now just 1 of their last 8. Wave off the Miles make. There was a foul off the ball for a push on Koval. So wave off the basket by Miles.
One of the things we talked to Coach Ivey about today was all the talent and all the national individual awards. Obviously, they have a bigger prize in mind than any individual award, but you know, I was curious, how did Olivia Miles end up on the point guard list, and how did Hannah Hidalgo end up on the shooting guard list? And then that moves Citron to the small forward, because somebody that helps with some voting on some awards, if you can't put 2 point guards from the same team on the point guard list. So Coach Ivey told us that the players decided that's how they would handle it. And they all agreed. Hannah had no problem being on the shooting guard, and Citron had no problem being the small forward.
Well, that's bad news for other shooting guards around the country. What impresses you more, I guess, about Hidalgo? Her offensive numbers or her defensive numbers?
Oh, I love, Jay, you know the answer to this. Come on,
You're
man.
all offense.
I'm all offense.
I know, but you look at those 4 steals per game.
I see the game through an offensive lens. That's why you got to score against them, because it's almost really tough. It's really tough. I can't say it's impossible to stop them, but you've got to force them to take shots, and you got to have them have an off day, and then you got to be able to score. Like if you're making them, if not take it out of the net, they're playing in transition and they're getting numbers because they keep pressure on you on this part of their game. Their pressure is as much in their transition game as it is their defense.
Because there's 2 ways you can look at it, and I asked E.L. Ivey this before the game. Does your defense lead to your offense, or because you make a lot of shots that allows you to set your defense? And she said the way they play, if their defense is rolling, they'll get the offense going.
All coaches say defense, but they all know that you have to be able to score. It's just a different philosophy. I think, you know, if you score and you can put the ball through the net, then you can play any defense you want. You can press now, you can fall back in the zone, you can play man-to-man, you can do whatever you want to change. And you have time to do it when they're taking it out of the net.
Now Notre Dame doubling up Cal, 42-21 in this first half. Cal has missed their last 7 shots, and it has really allowed the Irish to separate.
You can't round off your drives either, Jay. You got to go right at the hip of the closeout.
Westbell knocks it down. Back-to-back baskets for Maddie Westbell. An 11-0 Notre Dame run. Vermeely, too much on it. Wide open in transition. Prosper, a triple, goes begging.
Koval's going to pick up a foul here on a rebound.
Ivy not happy about it.
Nobody likes those loose basketball fouls, right? .50-50 ball fouls.
Cal has struggled in this second quarter, getting outscored 22-6. Michelle Onya, who had to sit with 2 fouls, back in. Nice lefty hook.
Yeah, I think you have to bring her back in. It's not a tough coaching decision right there based on where we are in the game. Nice slip through or ghost screen.
King misses the jumper. How about the hustle? Not giving up on the play. Hidalgo still chasing after it. Up more than 20 with under 5 seconds to go in this half.
That's the other thing, Jay, about Hidalgo. She doesn't play to the scoreboard. She plays the next play. She doesn't worry about time to score to a late game situation. They haven't been in many.
It's Notre Dame that starts with the basketball. A 21-point lead. Tried to lob it inside to Westbell, too high.
I like what Westbell did right there, though. She looked at Citron and said, bounce pass, my bad. You know, so she's telling her, throw me the bounce pass, and she's taking blame for the turnover.
Cal had 10 turnovers in the first half. Really good play out of halftime. Michelle Onya, who they missed in that second quarter, she sat for most of it with 2 fouls.
So you have to chip away, right? And if you're Cal, you got to look at it as, you know, can we get it to single digits by the start of the fourth quarter and put some game pressure on Notre Dame?
Would need to string together some stops. Instead, Olivia Miles, nothing but the bottom of the net. Easier said than done to string together stops against that offense.
I mean, Olivia Miles 2 years ago was a 23% three-point shooter, and in her last year, while she was rehabbing from injury, she worked at it.
Foul called on the inside against Westbell. Take another look at this Miles make.
I mean, watch the separation with the footwork. You get the switch. Suarez has to guard Miles, and Miles just steps back beyond the three-point line. 50, 40, 80. She and Hidalgo both are 50, 40, 80. So unusual. Most times we'll end this college basketball season on the women's side. Now I have a couple of players that are 50% from 2, 40 from 3, and 80 plus from the free throw line. Notre Dame's got 2 on their team this year.
They complement each other so well.
I mean, you got to set that back door up by sprinting to the elbow and then cutting back door. You didn't really even move the defense. Again, the switch. Same situation for Miles.
This time couldn't connect on it. Citron tried to chase it down. Slow to get up. Now she does. 5-on-4 situation for Cal, and they capitalized on a Lulu Twidale triple.
And that was the 3-on-2 in the front court, Jay, and that's what you have to do when you have numbers.
Twidale's been the bright spot for Cal. She has 11 of the 28.
Good D by Walker. Or Williams, excuse me.
Leaves it for Suarez. Stolen away. Citron poked it. A Foul called on the floor. I've been waiting for Sonia Citron to get to the foul line. She won't because that foul was on the floor. She's Debbie Antonelli, improved 92%.
Stamp of approval.
Takes a seat on the bench. Hidalgo, pull up pop, got it. Believe it or not, she's the first into double figures for Notre Dame. They've had such balanced scoring this afternoon. On their first 18 points, they were scored by 8 different players, and that's really continued. Sharing the ball really well. Miles tried to squeeze it through to Carlin, stolen away. Twidale's got the hot hand.
And those are the ones you got to make. Good effort by Onya.
Open three. Vermilli will usually make you pay. She's made more than 400 threes in her incredible career for Cal. Missed that one though. Hidalgo couldn't connect.
This is where you have to make Notre Dame pay for their quick shooting, because now you're in transition yourself and you can't turn it over.
Well, they've sped Cal up too. Miles, transition three, it's good!
So much offense. Shoot till your arm falls off, Notre Dame. You can just tell these players, Jay, have spent a lot of time working on their offensive skill set.
Suarez misses the three. There was a foul off the floor. Take another look. And Notre Dame doing Notre Dame things here, stealing the score.
I mean, the floor feels like it's tilted. The transition game is because they run to their spots. You run the floor hard, you run it wide, you get to certain spots on the floor. They drill it every day. Or I'm assuming they do, based on their habits.
Olivia Miles now 50 made threes on the season, 2 today. Suarez, nice take on the block inside.
Yeah, Suarez, I was calling for her to step up in the first half. She's got to come alive here.
What a pass! Threaded the needle, Miles to Hidalgo.
I actually think it deflected off of someone and she still caught it. Could be a precursor for the Super Bowl today.
Yes, exactly. Got to have those active hands. Now, this is a terrific setup on Super Bowl Sunday. Sold out, awesome atmosphere at Purcell Pavilion, although that'll quiet the home crowd down. A Kayla Williams three. How good has Notre Dame been in the paint? Koval, the freshman, making it look easy.
Multiple ways they can beat you.
28 points in the paint this afternoon for the Irish.
I think Onya getting in foul trouble early really hurt him. The first 4 minutes of the game was tight, and then second quarter, Onya picked up those fouls, and Hidalgo strike again.
Hannah Hidalgo, the igniter. Notre Dame has made 4 in a row. And the Olivia Miles will be on number 2 Duke. See how they bounce back after the loss last night to Clemson. And don't sleep on Cal, the men's team. Andre Stojakovic, their head coach Mark Madsen. We've had him a couple of times, Debbie. They're fun to watch.
Yeah, we love covering Mark Madsen's team. We think he's a lot of fun to play for, and they're a really good basketball team.
Give and go. Well defended by Cal.
But you're going into Cameron, so you always have to put a little asterisk there. Coming off a loss, it's going to be tough.
Well, John Shire will have his team's full attention after the loss to Clemson last night. How good was it to see Dick Vitale with a headset back on?
Awesome to see Dickie V out there sharing the good word to all cancer patience, fighters, drivers, survivors. We saw a bunch of them at halftime here. There's Suarez going to work. See, she's got to be effective for them because she gives them a counter to the threes, plus her pick and pop ability. I still think Cal is a good team. I mean, Notre Dame can make teams look really poor. They have such an incredible ability about the way they score the basketball. And I do think their defense is getting better. They do have a couple of players that you could isolate, but their team defense covers for that.
Well, everyone was talking before last night about Duke on the men's side. Is anyone going to beat them in the ACC? Well, I'll ask you. On the women's side, is anyone in the ACC going to knock off Notre Dame, or are they going to go undefeated in conference play?
Well, I'm going to go on record saying this. I didn't believe anybody in the ACC could beat the Duke men. But what Notre Dame has in front of them is they still have to play Duke, they have to play NC State, and they have to play Florida State and Louisville one more time. So the hardest part of their ACC schedule is in front of them. So playing Duke at home, I'll be here for that game. I look forward to that. Playing at NC State and Reynolds Coliseum is not easy. And Florida State, they have to play with Louisville one more time, and you get Jeff Walls on a second time. You know, everybody plays each other once. You play one team twice, and Louisville is Notre Dame's twice.
Miles, the blow by and the finish. She's had a tremendous third quarter, and Notre Dame is up by 30. It's another 9-0 run for the Irish. They put together these mini runs and spurts where they just dominate the game. Notre Dame has made 6 of their last 7. Make it 7 of 8. Sonia Citron knocks down the jumper. Timeout, Cal.
Sharman Smith doesn't think the officials are paying attention to her, and she was trying to get a timeout for quite a while there. Notre Dame up big.
See it, you can be it. She knows how important it is and how important it is for young girls to see her in that role.
I think we have 2 tremendous role models, 2 women that have put their time in and have earned their opportunity to be head coaches.
Well, the way Niele Ivey has this team playing, but she's never made it past the Sweet 16 as a head coach. They will have Final Four aspirations and beyond. Because of that, they fill it up. Sonia Citron adds a 3.
My goodness. And gets back and makes a play defensively.
All smiles. How much fun is it to watch this Notre Dame team?
It's fun. I love offense. Are you kidding me? I mean, this is the way the women's game should be played. Up and down, transition. Players that can make shots. If you're not in the gym working on your game, please do so for the good of the game. We need more offense. Isn't that why everyone was attracted to Caitlin Clark? It was about offense. The way they played, that Iowa teams that she played on for Lisa Bluter, that had a lot to do with it. UConn, same thing, the way they play offense.
Miles knocks it down. Notre Dame can't miss right now. It's a 15-0 run for the Irish.
You have a feeling that maybe one player might have an off night, but you're not going to find 5 or 6 that have the same off night together. And their defense is getting better. Just like guarding personnel, like right there, really good job. Then they can stuff the paint. Oh, you're doing a good job hustling.
Vermeely knocks it down, much needed for Cal. The Golden Bears have been outscored. This was a tight game. It was 10-9 at the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, and you know what? Vermeely was the first player out. And they don't have 2 buses. They have 1 bus here on the road. But it was like a 2-bus situation where the first bus came, got shots up, and it was Twidale and Camille that were in the gym really early. Then the bus brought the rest of the group. And Suarez was in that group too. She was here early as well. When your 3 best players are your 3 hardest workers, that's what you want if you're Charlotte Smith.
Count it, plus the foul, Citron.
Running the floor. Very little resistance defensively. You know, what you don't see with Notre Dame is any teams that play them that pick them up early and take their vision away, right? You know, like pressure in the rebounder, pressure the ball handler, pressure the outlet pass. It's tough to do because of their backside scoring, but I'm waiting for somebody to try that. You're going to go punch for punch with them in the quarter court, Jay. It's going to be a long night.
They went punch for punch in the first 5 minutes. It was a 1-point game. Since then, a 62-26 run for Notre Dame. Long, sustained stretches of scoring. A heave at the end of the third quarter goes begging from Twidale, and Notre Dame.
Chiefs or the Eagles?
I'll give you can't bet against Patrick Mahomes.
No, I'm going with Chiefs.
It's boring, but that's what it is.
It's not boring if you go for a three-peat. It's never happened before. It could be really fun. Unfortunately, I will miss most of it unless it's on the plane.
Kayla Williams knocks down the triple. That's Cal's 6th made 3 of this contest. Debbie said they needed 14 to win here on the road against number 3 Notre Dame.
It would have helped.
Great pass from Hidalgo. Koval couldn't knock it down. Suarez, nothing but the bottom of the net. Back-to-back threes for the Golden Bears to start this 4th quarter.
See, there's no excuse for that defensively for Cal. I mean, the ball's being taken out of the net, and that's the pressure that Notre Dame puts on you in their transition game. They are coming at you. Suarez going for back-to-back triples.
You know, we've talked up the dynamic duo all afternoon. It's the 3-headed monster. Citron, Hidalgo, and Miles so balanced today, 16, 16, and 15.
Notre Dame doing a good job of closing out on shooters. There's a nice play. They were running good stuff to start the game. Neil is going to call timeout. You know what? I like it because what Neil is doing right here is time and score 4th quarter situation.
Turnaround jumper, Westbound couldn't connect. Let's see if Cal can continue their best stretch of the game. Despite trailing by more than 30, they've scored 8 points in this 4th quarter.
Good job by Anya. Good post up, duck in from the weak side. Good effort.
That's 4 fouls on Westbeld. She'll head to the bench. This is a Cal team that obviously ranked 21st in the country, 19-5, having a terrific season. And they're 8-4 against last year's NCAA tournament field. They've got 3 quad 1 wins, so their resume certainly is good enough to get them in. And why you want to be as competitive as you can against a team like Notre Dame on the road is it's going to help your metrics, try and get you a better seed.
All of that matters. We have quads for the first time. We've never had quad wins. And Cal has 3 of them, 3 quad 1 wins.
They started the season so well, 13-1 in their first 14 games, but in their last 11, in the heart of ACC play, they're just 6-5. So they've struggled in Eastern Standard Time. They're now going to be 1-4 with this loss outside, playing in California where they're 18-2. Citron has 9 in the second half, 16 on the afternoon. Goes to work. Say Notre Dame ball underneath their own hoop, 11 seconds to shoot. Hidalgo got through the back door for 2.
So quick, so explosive.
What did Charmin Smith tell us yesterday about Hidalgo? If you can't see her, she's coming.
Yeah, definitely. She was referencing her time with the head coach, Brian Agler, and her time as a WNBA assistant with the Minnesota Lynx. And of course, Charmin was a player in the WNBA as well, but she played for the legendary Tara Vanderveer at Stanford. It was a reference to Debbie Black, and those have been around long enough. And if you haven't, Google her, because that was Hannah Hidalgo.
Backdoor again. This time it's King.
Debbie Black was a great point guard at St. Joe's for Jim Foster back in the mid-'80s. Had a brilliant career as a professional athlete.
Big time 3 off the bench. Jada Noble. That is the first bench points today for Cal. Noble comes off the bench and knocks down that 3. Really cool talking with Cal's coaching staff. They were telling us that Noble is an incredible shoe designer. Take a look at this hoop scoop. We'll hand him to teammates and coaching staff. Look at the design work she does. Give her a follow. That's her social media handle right there. Incredibly talented, and she remembers painting with her mother growing up in Spokane, Washington, and then just started putting it on basketball shoes and turning in beauties like that.
She's sporting her Kobe's today.
To go to the 4th quarter for your first bench points, it shows that Cal, they've got a strong starting 5, each of them in double figures, but that quality depth is usually what can separate teams, particularly in conference play.
See, there's somebody pressuring the outlet. Going back to their 1-3-1. We saw one possession of this at the end of the second quarter.
Good stop. Cal has put together their best quarter here in the 4th, outscoring the Irish 13-6, and Notre Dame still got a strong team out there.
Suarez had a mismatch with Miles in the post. Turns it over.
Five minutes left to this 4th quarter. Notre Dame well on their way to what will be 16 straight wins. A stretch that extends to late November. Those 2 losses in the Cayman Islands, and they've been perfect since, undefeated in ACC play. And during this win streak, they are outscoring opponents by an average of 27 points per game.
You know, it's not just what you teach, it's what you emphasize. And that's why I like the way Niele Ivey is going at it right here with her club, making sure that they do not miss a detail, not to go where they want to go. They've been to back-to-back Sweet 16s 3 consecutive times. And in order to get over that hump, they got to keep chipping away at their fundamentals, their identity, and their defense.
Corner three, rims out. King, the trailer, drives in through contact. Coming up next, a gymnastics meet right here on ACC Network. Number 24 Clemson taking on number 23 North Carolina. That'll be a good one in Chapel Hill. Coverage begins 4 Eastern right after we are finished here between Notre Dame and Cal.
It's interesting because North Carolina women are on the road playing Clemson in basketball this afternoon, and it's all tied up at 43 with about 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That'd be a good one right there. That'd be a huge upset for Clemson. Can they do it back-to-back in Littlejohn after yesterday's Clemson's men upsetting the Duke men?
Clemson with a first-year head coach, that would be a huge win for them as they try and work their way back onto Charlie Crean's bubble. How many teams should the ACC get in?
Well, right now Charlie has 9, and I think Virginia Tech's win today solidified their spot, which they are a 9. I like the 9 he's got right now.
Hannah Hidalgo, so crafty, still getting it done in the fourth quarter. She's got 19.
And because the bench for Niele Ivey really is 8 players with injuries and walk-ons, Coach Ivey really has to play this 8-player rotation. And it'd be nice to see maybe with a couple of minutes left she would consider putting the walk-ons in.
I know you're all about the walk-ons.
I like the walk-ons. I know what the walk-ons do.
Suarez will head to the line to shoot 2. Thursday night triple header right here on ACC Network. It'll tip off with NC State and Miami at 6. And then Notre Dame will travel to Pittsburgh. Leah King going to take on her former team, and then Stanford at Syracuse at 10.
NC State in control on the road at Florida State.
Hidalgo drills another 3. Her compete level is so high. You said it earlier. You would never know the score of a game looking the way Hannah Hidalgo plays.
No, you got to respect that as a competitor. How much joy she plays the game with. How locked in she is. She is right now the best two-way player in the women's college game. And she is a leading contender for National Player of the Year. I think there's some really good players in the ACC that are also in the conversation for ACC Player of the Year.
And Hidalgo now has 14 straight games, joined with Latson of 20 or more points. In fact, in her 56 career college games, she's had 20 or more 45 times.
And Latson right now playing against NC State sits at 19 points. So Latson right now leads the nation in scoring by 2/10 over Hidalgo. We'll see what happens after today.
Yeah, the top 2 scorers in the country, both playing in the ACC, Latson and Hidalgo.
Only one time has the player that's led the nation in scoring also been on the top scoring team in the country. And that was last year, Caitlin Clark in Iowa.
Hidalgo pouring it on. Citron poked it free, an easy finish for the sophomore. She's got 24. So on Thursday, Notre Dame hands Stanford their biggest defeat in program history, 49, and they followed up with an impressive performance again today. 39-point lead against a ranked Cal team. Hidalgo turnaround.
Here comes the walk-ons.
Now this atmosphere has been electric since tip-off, sold out Purcell Pavilion. The loudest cheer of them all as Hidalgo and Miles exit, make way for the practice players, the walk-ons of this Notre Dame team.
It's entertaining in here, that's for sure. They love it, and they don't usually leave either.
We said it at the top of the show, it might be Super Bowl Sunday, but in Purcell Pavilion, all the focus was on this top 25 battle. Number 3 Notre Dame in the stretch of a terrific win streak. How about Sarah Cernugal?
Good for Sarah.
Making it a 41-point lead.
Sarah getting a chance, the senior, the walk-on who did earn a scholarship. Knock it down. Her 5th basket of the season.
Yeah, 12 points on the year for Cernugal.
I'd run something for her right here.
Good pass from Noble.
What a win, a great team victory again for Notre Dame, staying undefeated in league play.
And they did it with authority, a 91-52, 39-point win.